Okay, here we are, ready to carry on with building this Pokemon clone out. Just a few things to do before we do anything else. There's a little bit of timekeeping, housekeeping. So, one of the things I've not set up yet is any kind of player information. So, let's jump into our Mon game, and we'll add a new variable. We'll call this player name. And we'll set this as a text value, because obviously we'll let the player update this at some point. And for now, we'll just put player name as the default value. Good. So now we've got a player name. Why do we need this? Because we're going to start setting up the dialogue today. So what we're going to want to do first of all is probably get a border, and we'll make it nice and wide and a little tall. There we go. And we'll anchor that to the bottom of the screen like so. That seems like about the most sensible place to put it. All right, so let's find our image for this. So what did I save it as? Catchmon text box. There we go. I'm going to draw that as an image, and there we go. There we've got our text box. Lovely stuff. What if we were to draw it as a border? Pretty sure we lose the inside. Yeah, there we go. So let's draw it as, what about box? Now, image is definitely the best for this. Sorted. Right, okay. So now we've got our text box ready. So what I'm going to do in this is we're going to put a vertical box into the border. And then in our vertical box is where we'll put our various things. So the first thing we're going to stick in there is a horizontal box. And this will be namespace, and we'll put a text in there. This is where we'll dialogue user. So this is whether it's an NPC talking or anything else. We've got this option now for dialogue user. We're going to stick that as a variable. And that looks pretty good so far. I think what we might do is align it centrally, fill the space, and then we'll give it a little padding from the left side, I think. So let's do 10. And let's see what 20 looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then what we can do is we can... Should we wrap that? No, we won't wrap that. Right, so under our dialog box, we need another... Actually, we could probably just duplicate the namespace. So we'll call this message space. That's also going to be a variable. We'll fill the remaining text, and we will align that to left. No, yeah, we'll fill that, and then in this, we want to align it to the left and to the top. And then we'll just yeah, make sure we got fill. We need word wrap, I think, as well. We'll put wrap on. So where's it? Auto wrap text. Okay, so let's just type a bunch of... Actually, you know what? I'll copy. I'm just going to find some text on the internet and copy that, because it'll be easier. So let's have a look. Test text. Oh, test text. Oh, there we go. The lorem ipsum generator. Disagree. Right. So we'll copy that. And we'll paste it in here. Just want to see how the text behaves. And we add a lot of stuff. Okay, I see. So we do that. And we're going to give it some padding from the left, from the right as well. So we'll do 20 from the right. You know what? Actually, let's just do 20 all round. And there we go. Okay, good stuff so far. So now I'm just going to remove the contents of that because we don't want anything in there. And the contents of name as well, dialog user, we'll get rid of that as well. And we'll rename this dialog text body. Good stuff there. So now we've got our dialog box. What we can do is we can go into our function library. Okay, so here's where we're going to be capturing the pocket monsters. But also before that, we want to do a text saying you've used the capsule, etc. Oh no, we can do that here. So let's move that along. So then we can create a widget. So we're going to create our dialog widget. Dialog. I'm going to add it to the viewport. Like so. So now we've got our dialog added to the viewport. We need to tell it what text to set. So we will get dialog user, and we'll get dialog body. I'm just gonna reroute that a little bit so it looks a bit neater. We got some space to work with. So let's move this back along, fill up that space there. Okay, so set text user is going to be easy enough. So set text, and our in text is going to be the player's name. So we want to add an input to this. So add game instance, and that's GI on game object reference. Okay, so now when our top-down character attempts to spawn the creature, we're going to go to our master encounter list here, and we're going to do the same here. We're going to add an input, and we'll call this game instance, and it's again going to be GI mon object reference. And then what we can do with that is on our generate creature, we can also pass that through. So we're going to receive that when we attempt to spawn the creature. So in our top-down character, now that we're attempting to spawn the creature, we're going to pass through a reference to the game instance. So we're going to get our game instance and pass that through. Now we're going to attempt to spawn our creature. If that is successful, then we're going to generate creature. When we generate the creature, we're going to pass that information through. So, are we spawning a creature yet? Set the generated encounter. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, this isn't where we want to pass that through, is it? It's because this is going to open the battle screen. So let me just go to the creature master. Okay, here we go. Here's captured. We're setting all our stats. Set the slot name. Opening the level. Where is... Where is this being called from? Attempt to capture Mon. That's coming from the UI, isn't it? Inventory. Might be the item slot, wouldn't it? Inventory slot. Here we go. So graph. Okay, here we go. Capture target is UI inventory slot. And here's where we're getting all the information and attempting to capture them on. So there we go. That's where we pass the game instance through. So we'll grab that and put that in there as well. Excellent. So now in the function library, we can pull off game instance and get player name and plug that right into there. Like so. And for our set dialog body, set text, we're going to do something a little bit different because we also want to know which ball was used. So we'll do used ball throughout ball. God damn it. Next that. Format text. And we want to know which ball type was used. So on this again, we're going to add another type. And this will be our outrow name here. So it needs to be text. And we'll do another input. I'll do all used text. And the inventory slot, we'll pass that through as well. Let's just add a nice little bit of rerouting just to keep everything nice and neat. So now when we try to capture a Pokemon, it's going to spawn this dialogue, add it to the viewport, fill in the player's name from the game instance, and get the type of ball we're using. Say that it's that's the type of ball we're using. Actually, you know what? I don't like throughout. We used attempting to capture creature name. There we go. Let's add that as well. And we'll do another input. And we'll call this one creature name. So back in the inventory slot. Just that's name. We'll choose string. And to text. We can do after that is delay. No, can't do a delay in here, can we? Right, I'm gonna go and get me a coffee. That's coffee. Done. Get a cigarette on the go. I like to code 80s style. It's a caffeine and nicotine. Right, let's have a little bit of cardboard in there. I think what we'll do is, in the inventory, we're going to attempt to capture mom. And we'll delay. Oh, it's in a, oh, this is in a function as well. Target is UI inventory slot. So, capture mon. And that's going to run this function, which we need to return a boolean, I think. So event graph. And then off this, no, we need one coming off the function first. So add return node. Let's reinstate that because I want to know, need to know where that is first. So add return node to say whether this was successful or false. And then in the function for the slot, we can add return node, pass that through, compile, let's go to the function library, successful, question mark. And we'll call that, we'll do that as well. Successful. So that's basically just feeding the function the information it needs to calculate the ball drop chance, and then if that succeeds, it's going to return that, which we can then take up to this level up here. So we're in battle mode and find out if we're successful. We still want to deduct the player's assets because they're still going to use the ball whether they're successful or not. We'll take this over here. We'll branch off the success of that. And what we also need is a reference to the mon so we can run the capture. So Let's go back to the function library. And we'll take our mon reference and just pass that right through. Click creature, targeted creature. So we can pass through that information. So if our capture attempt is successful, we're going to run that back to the inventory, tell it so, and then we're going to use the inventory to pass that through and capture the mon in question. So let's go back to our inventory slots. If that's true, we need this capture to pass the targeted creature back to us. And then up the next level, we can then take our targeted creature and attempt to capture, capture. Okay. So when we click, we're going to try and capture this mon. We're going to do this stuff. So when we capture it, we're going to do this. We're going to attempt to capture mon, which is then going to put this widget up. We need to pass that through as well, I think, actually. Dialog box. And that's going to be a UI dialog object reference. So we'll take the dialog box, pass that through as well. Okay, so that's going to trigger that. So we click on it, it's going to get the whatever ball we're using, it's going to get whatever mon we're facing, it's going to attempt to capture that creature, and it's going to send the dialog box through back to our event graph here. So when we get the result, we're going to take away the item, and we're going to then delay 3 seconds. Oh, let's say 5. And while we're doing that, we're going to take our dialog box, remove from parent, just neaten up some of these nodes. And then, depending on whether it's successful or not, we're going to we're going to basically do another dialog box. So if it's successful, we're going to create a widget. We'll do dialog. I'm going to add it to the viewport. We're going to get our dialog texts, get dialog user, get dialog text, and we're going to set these. So set text. No, not that one. the other kind of set text. Set text. There we go. So this is going to be our player name. So we should have our game instance, so we can pull that right away. So we'll get our game instance. Get player name. Plug that right in. For our dialog text, again, we're going to do some formatting. So we'll set text. And then we'll format the text. So format text. And then we'll have creature was successfully caught. And our creature is here, a targeted creature, so we can get name, stats, what's I call it? Creature. Get creature info. Split that. Species name. String. I can plug that right into there, and that'll tell us we've successfully captured the creature. And then we can get an array 5, and then remove that from the parent. So remove parent. Okay, good. So we got that now. Now what we need to do is on the false, pretty much do the same thing. And this time the creature's going to get free. So on false, we're going to come down here. We're going to set the player name as before. And grab this. And we should be able to just pull right off that. Creature broke free. And again, delay 5 and remove from parent. Excellent. Oh, what went wrong there? Oh, yes. I need to, what's it, the other one? Dialog text body. And that should be it. For capturing at least. I don't know, I might want to add more information about the creature in, but let's just, for now, try that. Now, I have fixed the size issue, but now I am running a little bit slower. So I might have to up the max move speed, but let's just duck through some of these bushes and see if we can get ourselves... there we go. Right, the camera will look a bit big because I've been playing around with the sizes at the moment. So let's go into our inventory. We'll use a capsule thing. Player name, use capsule, attempting to capture. Player name 3 was successfully caught. I get it. I get what's going on here. So, inventory slot. Creature info species. Let's go to the creature stats struct. Data. creature stats. It's the creature info, isn't it? And it's the data table I need. Okay, so base stats. I need to pull it from base stats, don't I? It would be name. Okay, that's fine. Stats. Put that struct. Why is the creature stats name going up as Enum? Let's delete that. Compile. Try again. Oh, hang on. Let me go back to the window. Inventory. Capital. Zero broke free. Why isn't that getting me its name? Or is it the data table I want? Data table. Base stats. Let's struct. Where? Okay, hang on. Because if I go to data, no, it's not data. Not down. No, UI. And let's play a team. Because it's pulling the name stats here. When it displays them. So we have for each of these, load the game from slot, get the creature details, create the slot widget, text creature name is coming from target name. Where's that getting set? Set name. We're gonna get it from creature info name. Creature. No, yeah. Creature info. Is that what's happening with the decks as well? Or the storage box? Yeah, name is being pulled out of save creature save details. And it's coming from creature info name. Recombine struct, and that's creature info. Get creature info. Struct creature info name. Where's the creature master? That should be right. There we go. Battle. So inventory, capture capsule, capture failed, 6 broke free. 6 was what? I don't understand. That just makes no sense. Let's do here. Let's add a return node. We can't add a return node. Let's collapse this to a function. Capture. There we go. And now we can add a return node. And in that, no, we don't want to input, we want to output creature name as text. And then we'll take the name string and put it in there. Okay, so now in the inventory, can refresh, create matching function. Don't create matching function. Control or what to do, edit, and do create matching function. Refresh node. I called it something different, didn't I? Capture. And here we'll just put it broke free. So let's hit save. And we'll play. So let's do something that's got a high likelihood of capturing. It broke free. No. It broke free again. The best capture balls. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's medium capture balls. Rankano was successfully caught. Excellent. I have 2 Rankanos because I haven't set the level to move on yet. What I do need to do is when capsule is clicked, we want to get rid of the UI. So inventory. Let's get these. We'll get all widgets of class. And for each remove from parent. And when that's completed, carry on to there. And we want battle HUD. If it's successful, we don't want to restore the battle HUD. If it isn't successful, I should create widget. Add to people. Excellent. Here's our battle. So inventory, high capsule ball, capture failed. Inventory, capture capsule. It's not removing. the UI. I'm not getting any battle messages, error messages either. So let me go back into. I need to switch back to player team. That. Back into the inventory slot. You don't want just top level only. I'm gonna have to do something about the speed. So, capture capsule. No! Why is that coming up? Unclicked. Get all of the battle HUD widgets and remove them from the parent. Oh wait, if the capture is unsuccessful. Oh no, still wait. Should wait the time. Right, let's get rid of that for now. Put that back to there. And then we'll go to the battle HUD. Right, graph. Okay, so unclick button item. We're going to remove, it's removing itself from parent. I think item list. So for each item in the player inventory, we're creating an inventory slot. Okay, so let's go back to our inventory slot and add a variable for battle HUD. I'll call this a reference to battle HUD. Okay, so we'll grab that and remove from parent. We'll make that express spawn instance editable. In the item list, we now have, should now have that fresh nodes battle HUD. So what we can then do is pass through variable for that, battle HUD again, battle HUD. And we'll expose that on spawn. Compile. Plug that into there. And then in our battle HUD, when we click on items, we'll just make a reference to self. So let's give that a whirl. There we go. So inventory, capsule. It's when I'm clicking on the button. So inventory. It's going to be in the item slot. So what's happening in the item list? Ah, it's on the reset inventory, isn't it? Let's get rid of these because we don't need two of them. Owning UI. Here we go. Reset inventory. Yeah, because it's triggering the battle HUD to be reset. We don't want that, or do we? So let's move that to after the delay. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere now. Still haven't messed with the bloody speed. Keep saying I'm going to do it and I never do it. Okay, so inventory, capsule. Inventory, capsule. There's the dialog box. I think what I'm going to do is change the anchor on this to here. Move it along a little. Press bottom right. Having some trouble getting a battle going. There we go. Actually, now inventory, capsule. Let's get these texts and change the font size to be a bit smaller. So 18. And give it darkish grey colouring. There we go. So inventory, capsule. And if we're successfully caught, we don't want to reset the item list, do we? I only want to do that if that's false. So move that along. Move that back. Plug that into there. That into there. File. Now let's go into our function. Get rid of that because that's broken. And attempting to capture a creature name. We're not. Yeah, there we go. Attempt to capture one. So now we go back into our BP encounter. Generate creature. Where are we calling attempts to capture mon from? Oh, it's in that inventory, isn't it? Unclicked. Attempt to capture. I'm going to add sending creature name through there to attempt to capture mon. That's going to add it to there. Okay, that should do it. Should do the trick. So let's have a look. Swear to God, I'm going to change this guy. I'm just going to do it now, actually. It's driving me mad. Max walk speed. 900. There we go, that's more like it. So inventory, capture creature, attempted to capture creature 0. Why? Wrong encounter was successfully caught. So, oh, I'm confused. So capture, it's passing through the creature's name correctly. We capture it here. We're going to get the arrow name, put it into the attempt to capture. That's in our function library. Inventory. From the capture, we're getting the creature's name. This is baffling me. You don't need that either. Let's see. Add creature info. Split that struct and pull that name instead. Also, I might just have to add a name field that's used populated through text. Inventory, capture. It's still keep capture 0. Why? This is so frustrating. Creature. Class default. Creature info. Name. Rankano. Like, it's right there. The guy's name. Index is 0. We're not pulling the index. Oh, this is annoying as tits. Right, let's go into add data. Creature master struct. Name enum from the decks. What's the text enum? Creature master list. New variable. Call it text name. Save that. Then we can go to our blue creature info. Wherever that is. DT base stats. Okay, so there we go, text name. Okay. So let's go into data. Base stats, is it? No. No, I need to go into each individual creature. So creatures, creature 1. And we can now set its text name to Volcano. Compile. The same with routine. And the same with Aquarub. There we go. So now in this inventory, instead of doing that, we'll get text. It's info, creature info. Split struct. There we go. We can pass that text name through. And that goes through. And then we'll go back, go up a level. And then from our creature here, we can get split struct. On. Right. That should give us what we need. So inventory, capsule, yay! So now what we need to do is go back to our inventory slot. So on clicked. And yeah, reset inventory is going there. No, we want to I'm gonna definitely bring that back out. Put it before the delay. Do add an input to this. We'll do capturing. We'll branch that. We want to do this if capturing is false. And then in the inventory slot, when we call this reset the inventory, we're going to say capturing is yes. So let's try that now. Come on, spawn me a Pokemon. There we go. Okay, so inventory, capsule. About my Jess. Capture. Reset inventory. We're simply going to remove that from the parent. There we go. So if we're capturing, we're just going to remove this item list widget. There we go. Inventory, capsule. Okay, so now what we need to do on the inventory is if acquire breaks free, create widget, battle HUD, and we are golden. So add to import. Quickly save all. That's it, play. I'll see how quickly we can get a battle going. Alright, so inventory, high capsule. I broke free of the high one, no. And then we go try that one. And acquired was successfully caught. Lovely. Alright, a few little housekeeping things. So that needs some padding from the top. Let's say 20. No, that's probably too much. 10. And the text is like 20 there. We need, say, 20 from the right as well. And I think we'll italicize this. Let's check that out. There we go. So we've got our team. Right, attack's not working yet, but we can escape. No, we don't want to go back to that level. So what we're going to do is whack in a variable here. Previous level name. And that's going to be a, I want to say string. So when we go to our encounter here and we set up our generated encounter, we're going to cast to our game instance, set encounter creature. We're going to get our current level name. Get current level name. Set previous level name to this. I'm going to leave some space because obviously we're going to want to save other things as well, such as where the player was and their rotation and things like that. So that'll do for now. In the battle HUD on flee, we're going to do a random pool to see if we fled. And we're going to open level by name. Object reference, we're going to open level by name. And we're going to get that from our game instance. So on event construct, we're going to cast to GI on game instance. Game instance. Promote that to a variable. And then down here, before we do the battle transition stuff, if that's successful, we're going to get the game instance. We're going to get previous level name. It's got to be a name, hasn't it? Okay. Change that to type name. And then encounter, refresh that node. Wait, it's coming out as a string anyway. So we'll convert it to a name. Yeah, there we go. So I don't know why it gives you the level name as a string, but when you open it, it's a name. Like, shouldn't just give it as a name, not as a string. Silly Unreal. Okay, now actually we'll pull that back over here because I'm going to create widget log to viewport play 2. We're going to set the text up for this. So dialog either set text. We'll get our player name from here. So let's add a reroute node. Player name, not player's team. Player name. Plug that into there. And then pull that along. Grab another reference to this. Dialog. Text body. Set text. Successfully fled from battle. And now that should open up the previous level that we're on, which is getting set when we generate the encounter. Excellent. So we're going to create a battle transition. We're going to go to the battle map. Then once we're done, or we flee, we're going to go back to here. So in our inventory here, when we successfully capture, remove from parent, and then we're going to create widget. Actually, you know what? I could probably just grab it from the end of the battle HUD section. Battle HUD. Yeah, battle transition, play animation forward, delay 3, open level by name. Control C. Inventory. D. And we need to get our game instance and pop it there. Sweet. So let's check that out. Okay, got a battle. Escape. Successfully fled from battle. There we go. Okay, we do appear to have encountered an issue. So blueprint, open level blueprint. UI. Controller. Okay, sweet. Let's try that now. Give me a battle, man. Or should I say mon? So inventory. I know, actually we want to escape. Go one step further with it, actually. grab this. Let's see. Okay. To there. To there. To there. No, not set. We want to get. Attempting to flee. Five. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Excellent. Now we're back in the world. Let's try and capture one. Let's use a high capture capsule. Acquire was successfully caught. There we go. So now we can look at our decks. I've got a routine and an acquire for some reason. Interesting. So is it still registering when they flee? That's another scour acquire. Interesting. Conflict. Yeah. Delay. Actually, we need to remove from parent. W. If it fails. Unable to escape. Set shorten these down to 3 as well. I'm pretty sure that's what happened there when we attempted to flee. Instead of coming up through and doing this. It went false, so it did this. Alright, then let's make sure. Yeah, there's nothing in the decks. Let's menu. There we go. So there's no one on our team. Close that. We need to try and escape. Unable to escape. Oh no! Excellent. Right now, I think that's pretty much it for now. Let's just look at the decks. A routine in there. I think it was a routine. Yeah, it's got its stats anyway. Well, that's his base stats. Inventory. Can't use those outside of battle. Oh. Okay. Broke free. What? Oh yeah, because I haven't. Yeah, I know what it is. I haven't set those up on the inventory slot button yet. Okay, right. So that's going to be it for now. I've got a few chores to get done before I can carry on, and I think next time, I don't know, we'll have a go at sorting out the healing mechanic now that we've got the catching and fleeing and whatnot done. So yeah, that'll be it for now. With all that like, subscribe jazz, and if you like this, what I'm doing, stick around for more.